Good afternoon. Well, when did you last get to have an egg for breakfast? I'm sure you've been in the supermarket looking for eggs over the last few months, only to find that there's a bit of a shortage. This is because of the huge avian influenza outbreak. Saw a very high number of chickens having to be culled. Dipepeneneng is the Deputy Director General for Agricultural Production, Biosecurity and Natural Resources Management in the Department of Forestry, Fisheries and Agriculture. Dipepeneneng, good afternoon to you. We've all seen the shortage of eggs over the last few months. How bad is it at the moment? Do you think the worst is over?
Good afternoon to your viewers. Thank you very much for having us. The situation is not as bad as made out to be. In fact, we have allowed a lot of the imports of table eggs and fertilized eggs. As of today, we're sitting at 9 million fertilized eggs that have already arrived, and there's open import permits for more eggs to come in the country. So there's no panic at all.
You say there's no panic. I mean, obviously people are going to judge for themselves whether they can find eggs or not. There were shortages in some cases. Do you believe that every shop that normally sells eggs will have supplies at the moment?
In fact, there is. Yeah. In fact, just at last week already, if you check in the supermarket, there are eggs, abundant eggs now. We imported, like I said, from the end of September to date, we've already imported 9 million fertilized eggs. We've also imported over close to 40,000 day-old chicks. So day-old chicks will be the ones that would also give rise to, make eggs for us. And the fertilized eggs would also give us chicken. So the situation is really not as bad as it's made out to be, and we are in charge of looking at the situation, and we're monitoring closely to ensure that from the festive season, the country doesn't have any shortage or any challenges as far as eggs and all egg products are concerned. Here we're talking egg powder, which is used mainly in the confectionery environment, and also egg liquid, and just basic eggs, and also poultry meat. So the public should know, don't need to worry. We are monitoring the situation. Like I said, we've already been able to import more, and we are still open to import more. Obviously, we don't want to over-import because we still need to protect the country industry. So as soon as the need arises, we'll import more.
Okay. I mean, there are various things here. There was a time when we understood that the H7 variant of this disease, which was the dangerous one, was moving around the country. Has the disease actually stopped moving? Has it sort of run its course, do you think?
Yes, it has. So far, it has stopped moving. It is no longer circulating. The last, in fact, before the latest circulation to the Western Cape, we had actually been able to contain in the main. So it was just that one spike with the movement circulation into the Western Cape from the northwest. Other than that, we are fine. We have everything under control. But of course, as when you're dealing with biosecurity issues, we don't know it and we don't want to relax. So we are heightened. Our biosecurity measures are heightened. We ensuring that it shouldn't circulate further than it has already done. We're doing everything in our power to ensure that there's restricted movement. As a matter of fact, we will be issuing a law in less than 2 weeks from now, if we're lucky to get everything in order to control movement of chickens throughout the country. This is going to be a controlled movement. Every movement of chickens will have to be controlled and be under state veterinarian authorization. This is one of our ways of ensuring that we keep the outbreak contained where it is, and also to prevent further possible outbreaks.
And the pricing, I know other entities, other government departments, Competition Commission, etc., might monitor pricing. Have you seen any big increases in the price of eggs? I mean, I realize that the egg prices can go up and can come down quite quickly.
Yes, in fact, there was a worry, and we went on media and to actually talk about this. There was immediately after the outbreak, around about towards the end of September, we've seen quite a huge spike in the price of eggs and also shortage of supply. And we went on to the public and saying the number of chickens that were culled as a result of the outbreak did not suggest a crisis. And we were surprised because from where we were seated and with all the numbers that we have, there was no need for there to be shortage of eggs. So we started investigating, and immediately a week after we issued a statement, we are now going to import, and we're also going to investigate if suppliers are not withholding stock. you would have noticed that we started seeing a lot of eggs now back into the market, and this is something still to be investigated as to why, because the science does not add up. There's no way that you would have shortage of eggs, and within 2 weeks after we went out with a statement, already you saw a lot of eggs back into the circulation. Something that does not add up. This is a worry that we're busy monitoring, but at the same time, we understand that we've also been able to replenish the stock that we lost, the stock of chickens and the stock of eggs that had to be destroyed as a result of the outbreak. But I can assure the public they shouldn't worry. We have the situation under control, and the virus is not circulating anymore, and we've heightened our biosecurity measures.
Dipepeneneng Serage, thank you, Deputy Director General for Agriculture, Production, Biosecurity and Natural Resource Management. I appreciate the time.